to throw. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Paul.
Guys, this winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man and out for the first. Open space to the 25. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Going for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their... Him at the 16.
Okay, ready?
Offense set on 1st down.
Lasso!
Looking for room. It's Henderson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
When you think about some of the great coaches that embrace the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan, Woody Hayes at Ohio State, and it's amazing. In a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. And the catch him on the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right at half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Loveland. At 35, he's loose. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On the run, it's Edwards. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The colors of the day were maize and blue, and Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be today. They're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all offseason, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. 3rd and goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one
once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And that pass intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Oh, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Grab behind the line. It's Loveland. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position. Not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll bring it back. It's Morris. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Howard. The throw. And it's going to be good. They Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Still running up the 40. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. And he runs it into the score. Touchdown, Michigan. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Warren. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end and coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
The Wolverines designed to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind something.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And it's picked off for the third time today.